Continue. Welcome back to Joey. You are stupid.
Lou.
Part 2, part 3.
Is it 3?
Part 3.
Part of 3.
Part 3,
Going to lower the volume.
lowers the volume.
I'm going to continue the game.
My water is across the room. Joey, fetch it for me. Without spilling.
Oh yeah. Perfection.
Thank you.
Oh, listen up everybody.
Oh, new character.
Who's this? Who are you?
Listen up, everybody!
Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna do that voice.
I was like, oh no.
There's no way I can survive doing that voice for extended periods of time. That's like the Toad voice.
Hello!
I just imagined you with the mushroom.
Listen up, everybody! If we don't take cooking seriously, somebody's going to get hurt! This is part of your education as well! So don't...
See, it's already hurting! It already hurts! Alright, I need to find a voice for her. Woo! Alright, Joey, you know what? Go!
No.
Go! It's your shining moment. You gotta go.
Listen up everybody. If you don't take cooking seriously, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Damn straight.
This is a part of your education as well. So don't fool around and do it seriously.
Exactly. Cooking is a serious sport.
Oh my god, that made me laugh so hard.
A lazy yeah wafted through the class in response. Half of the school today was going to be home economics class. Plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers who let this building be rented out as a school. If everybody were making curry in the same pot, it would have been more of a party-like atmosphere, but this was school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each one of us would be making our own curry with the results being judged.
Alright everybody. It may be that nowadays curry is an easy meal. Anybody can make it. But it has its roots in a traditional Indian cuisine.
Even though we've altered it and invented the Japanese style, and it's still instilled with the knowledge and culture of ancient India!
Hello that volume. You okay? You okay?
Absolutely do not neglect that fact! I'll have words with anybody who doesn't take this seriously, so be prepared for that!
That seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatever. I think I broke Joey.
Oh man, why am I sweating? It's so gross.
I don't know, why are you sweating?
I'm laughing so hard.
It's rumored that Chie-sensei has devoted her life to curry. I guess that's Chie. Chie. She'll probably be a pretty strict judge. As long as you're not failing, your grade in home ec doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all.
I wouldn't say that if I were you. The teacher's a tyrant when it comes to curry.
The heck does that even mean? A curry tyrant? Never heard of that before. You see, our normally mild-mannered teacher, for some unfathomable reason, is a stickler for curry. Unyieldingly so. Yeah, it said that every year she goes on a journey to India to research mythical curry. This is just a rumor, but it seems that she eats curry rice 3 meals a day, and if she occasionally has something else, it always has to be curry flavored. That's not unyielding, that's unnatural. Is she part of an evil cult or something? Besides, doesn't curry top the list when it comes to junk food? Curry 3 times a day is just weird nutritionally speaking, and... Thunk, thunk, thunk!
Embedded in the table right by my fingertips, a chef's knife, ladle, and spatula hummed gently as they still quivered. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling.
K-chan! Shh! If you say any more, you'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Saying even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire. Yeah. Just be serious and make your curry properly and everything's good, alright?
I don't think it's going to be that easy today.
Look, Mii-chan-is!
It's written all over her face. If the playing field is even and we're being judged, there's no way this won't turn into a competition.
It looks like we're all on the same page. It's a cooking contest!
Oh, yeah.
I knew it! There's no way Mion will leave such an enticing event alone.
How shall we determine the victor? By how the teacher judges it?
As if saying, but wait, there's more! The teacher reappeared with the principal in tow.
The purpose of today's event is to show appreciation for the people at the Forestry Service, so they'll be judging the results with me.
Yep, your teacher and I, as well as 5 people from the Forestry Service, will be judging your cooking. Good luck to everyone! Even the principal? Looking around, it seemed like the interests of everybody in the class have been piqued.
So that's what's happening. This isn't gonna be just some casual curry cook-off.
Rena is good at making curry. I'm not gonna lose today.
My grade is cooking in a group, so I'm together with Rika.
That's unfair! I'm pretty sure that Rika's good at cooking.
My curry is so tasty it'll send shivers down your spine.
What about Mio? She doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type has always been bad at this kind of thing. But Mio continued to look unconcerned.
I'll tell you what K-chan is thinking right now. Mion is definitely bad at cooking. Am I right?
I don't like the way she said that. It couldn't be. Mio couldn't possibly. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded.
Alright, everybody, are you ready? Be very careful with the knives. You might cut your finger off. Start! Bleed everywhere! Start!
The call to arms has sounded! We need to find a new voice for her.
I don't think we're gonna see her much often.
I hope. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister, push your palm to the bottom, and fill with water just above the wet wrist. Ugh.
Are you alright with only that much water? If you don't put it in more, it could be bad.
You filthy liar. If I put in any more, I'll just be left with some half-cooked porridge. Satsuko, if that's meant to be a trick, it won't work. I'm used to cooking rice with these utensils. First it starts to bubble, then the steam starts to puff. And don't take off the lid no matter what.
Genji-kun, you're amazing! This is a little unexpected. Did you learn this at summer camp?
My dad really likes to go camping, see? Whenever summer comes around, our family goes a lot.
So this means everybody's good at cooking the rice. In other words, the critical part of this challenge will be the curry. Huh. Curry is Rika's specialty. We'll cream you all.
You lost me at Rika's. Why don't you help with the cooking too?
Maybe Satsuko-chan is helping the most by doing nothing at all.
The ends justify the means. I just have to win.
That was a pretty malicious comment for Reina. As Satsuko took it hook, line, and sinker, Reina could only apologize between fits of laughter while Satsuko chased her around.
Well now, should we move on to the curry? For now, the battle truly begins.
After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables, I grasped the knife.
What will today's curry taste like?
As Reina hummed along, her very well practiced hands wielded her knife. The rhythmical sound of the knife hitting the cutting board hardened to kind images of days long past. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so calm in practice, I seriously don't stand a chance. I looked over at Satoko and Rika-chan. Satoko was in charge of washing the vegetables while Rika-chan was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard being discussed, but Rika-chan's knife skills are something else as well. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it quite quickly. On top of that, the peels spanned the entire potato. What was that called again? Katsuramuki? I've heard that peeling a vegetable in one loop around that, like that, is a highly regarded technique. She picked up the peel from the sink and carved a pair of eyes into it with her knife.
It's a snake! Ah.
Saying that, she placed the longly peeled potato skin on top of the head of the boy from her group. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Rika-chan and cooking, I couldn't even hold a candle to her. But roar? Do snakes make that sound? Alright then, how's Mio doing? She's definitely just fumbling along. There's no way she can peel potatoes so effortlessly like that. Absolutely no way! This can't be! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, this is Keiichi. This is a trick! She's using special effects! Where's the wire? She's definitely using a wire!
Here, take a look-see.
As if she already won, Mio proudly showed me the elongated potato skin.
You didn't know, Keiichi? Mi was taught how to cook by her grandma.
Not just cooking! From sewing to flower arrangement to playing the goto, from marksmanship to radio operation, even helicopter piloting is but one of the myriad things she can do.
Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. It was the first few items on the list that seemed like a lie.
She's actually really good at cooking. It's just a hassle that she's never done it though. She never does it though.
Damn it! I'm also really good at cooking, especially Chinese food.
Keiichi, boiling something and pouring it into a bowl doesn't count as cooking.
Shout that before I could even say it.
Oh, too bad for you. Today, Keiichi-san shall be assuredly languishing in defeat all alone.
Clank! Tough words and somebody who can't even cook by herself.
Rika! There. I'll destroy Keiichi for you.
Ah! Does not look good. Everybody is smirking at me. Don't raise the white flag yet, Keiichi Mahabara. Don't throw away this match. Calm down and think. Not about how to peel these potatoes well, but about how to win this challenge. There's too many people watching. I'm going to work at another sink. Saying only that, I gathered up all the vegetables and left that spot behind.
Keiichi gonna be alright? I'm worried he might cut himself with his knife.
Let's see what Kei-chan's doing.
No matter how hard I try peeling these, if I slip up at this speed, I'll lop my fingers right off. Then there's only one thing left to do. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun. Oh, you guys were in a group of 4, huh? It was the 2 underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since the event at the toy store last Sunday. They had been paired with the 2 girls for their group.
Yep. Both the girls are pretty good at cooking.
So both of us can just mess around and we'll be okay. Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Reina, but they were both good enough at handling a knife. I'll get straight to the point. At this rate, I'm gonna lose this contest. Give me the vegetables your group has peeled already.
Mahabara-san, that's pretty much theft. But depending on what's in it for us.
In other words, it depends in terms of negotiation. Quite bold of you guys. Well, that's to be expected. Then let's do this. If I win, I'll let you eat the curry that Satsuko and Rika-chan's group makes. How about that?
I don't know about that.
Both of them were hesitant after such a weighty proposal. Just one more little push seems in order. Very well then. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. I pulled both of them close by the shoulders and made my offer in a hushed tone. Of course, that includes the part that Satsuko and Rika-chan have already eaten some of. I'll even throw in the spoons. A red mist spouted vigorously from the noses of the two underclassmen.
Huh?
Keiichi-san is pretty good at this. Those are some very nice potatoes. Having brilliantly cleared the vegetable peeling challenge, I return to my comrades in triumph.
Whoa! Amazing! Amazing! Keiichi-kun's peeling is really good!
Huh. That's not quite right. What Kei-chan has bared isn't a potato, but his fangs. Yeah, I'm super serious about this. I'll crush you all! Having finished with preparing the vegetables, next is to boil a pot of water and then add the vegetables in order, which takes longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother when we went camping. But just cooking in order probably won't garner a lot of points. Look over at Reina. She had a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating a way to win the game. She was making delicious food with a mother's touch. I'm feeling that if I could somehow compete with Mion in terms of technique, but it would be no match for Reina. She was way out of my league.
My mother makes curry, see? She always uses lots of ingredients. That's why Reina's curry uses lots of ingredients as well. I really wanted to take all night and stew it nice and slow. Oh.
I beg of you, will you please help just a little with my curry?
No. This is one of our club activities. Reina won't lose.
Ugh. When she enters club mode, even the normally kind Reina becomes an enemy. Looks like Rika-chan is picking apples as well. Ugh. She's like a pro at this. What about Mio? What? Mio, you! What the heck is that? Where did you get me from? I predicted what we would be doing today by looking at the schedule, so I prepared accordingly. My curry is going to be marvelous. Upon closer inspection, it looks like Mio brought her own vegetables and spices and other ingredients. They were spread all over the place. Mio, just for today, you brought all this stuff from your house? Objection! Chie-sensei, there's no way this is allowed, is it?
Objection overruled! As long as it makes for delicious curry, anything goes!
That normally serious teacher goes so far as to append a star to the end of her sentence. Just as the rumor said, she's a through-and-through curry freak. Reina and Rika-chan are naturally gifted chefs. I've come with thorough preparations. And, Kei-chan, what about you? It's hopeless. The grand scheme of cooking, peeling the vegetable is only a small part of it. The hurdles I must overcome are just too numerous and too high. Bar-san, over here! Turning around, I saw the voices calling you belong to the 200 classmen from earlier, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. What's up, you guys? Huh? What's up with that pot? Is that from your group? Switch this with your pot before somebody notices. I think the curry from the girls from our group made, at the very least, is better than what you can make. You guys... for me? Don't get the wrong idea. If you don't win, then that is... Oh, that's right. If I don't win, then the talk of eating Satsuko Rika-chan's curry goes right out the window. Seems like you guys are getting riled up about this, too. Sorry. I'm in your debt. But I'm surprised the girl in your group agreed to this. My bar-san. We're also serious about this. Filling in one-day duty 3 times. Filling one-day duty 3 times. These guys, to assure me victory, have paid the price. That gaze filled with burning conviction from my underclassmen. Yeah, I'm not fighting this alone. I'm fighting with everyone! Leave it to me! Save some room, boys! I'll definitely let you eat your fill. We shall be eagerly waiting your victory! The gas stove, so controlling the heat is easy. All that's left is to let it stew a bit. The delicious smell of curry began wafting upwards. Pot gifted to me by my 200 classmen certainly drew some double takes. Reina even looked surprised when she came to look at it, so it must be pretty good.
Kei-chan, you're pretty good. Looks like this will be a good match right to the bitter end.
Watch it be absolutely terrible.
Reina wants to eat Keiichi curry. Keiichi-kun's curry. Curry.
Reina's curry and Mion's curry too. Everybody is worthy opponent.
I've done my very best, but I'm not so sure of the outcome.
Keiichi-san, Rika's calling you. Go see what she wants.
What? Rika-chan's calling me. Who could it be? Well, whatever. While I'm at it, I can gather some intelligence on the enemy. Rika-chan was doodling on the ground in front of the pot. Because all that's left is to let it stew. Even then, it's good to know that she doesn't leave the stew unattended. Hey, Rika-chan, how's yours doing?
It's Mr. Curry.
Huh? Rika-chan was doodling something strange and introduced it as Mr. Curry.
Mr. Curry is amazing. He shoots beams from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Apparently Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Drawing a beam with a stick, she etched a line towards my feet. Does this mean I've been shot with a laser?
Whoa!
Barrier! Beam reflect! Took him the stick in my head and reflected the beam, striking Mr. Curry.
Mr. Curry could shoot missiles from his stomach. Pew!
Whoa! Marbar's super electromagnetic barrier! And retaliatory beam!
Mr. Curry absorbs the beam energy and fires his impulse wave cannon.
Rika-chan and I scratched at the ground, thoroughly engrossed out in our doodle war. Wait a moment. Hey, Rika-chan. You called me here for a reason, right?
Yes, I called you. But I've already fulfilled my purpose.
Uh-oh. At that moment, a chill ran up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose. They got me! Headed back to my spot, standing there just as I feared was Satoko. With no question asked, I drop kicked the back of her head.
Well, what do you think you're doing? You know better than to do that to a lady's head.
Who cares about that? Satoko, did you make something in with my curtain?
How impertinent. I haven't fallen that far. Despite what you may think, I'm a fair person, you know.
Then what's this incomprehensible line of ladles and plates? Even them all in these unstable positions, if they fall over, what will you do? That moment, a gentle breeze blew over, knocking over a ladle that was stood up on its end. The ladle, like a domino, fell over and knocked over the next cooking utensil in a row. Whack, 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 whack! Clank, clank. Good, good. This is art. Think of it, domino world record challenges were quite the rage on television a while back.
Kei-chan! The frying pan!
Didn't even have time to react. Chain reaction knocked over a cutting board. Then a frying pan. The next after that was my pot. Crash! The frying pan struck my pot full force, tipping it over. Contents cruelly spilled out. Now my masterpiece was being sampled by the schoolyard. I stared, dumbfounded. It was such a beautiful and elaborate mousetrap that for a moment I lost touch with reality.
Oh my, this is a catastrophe. I didn't do anything, you hear me?
At the very last moment I let my guard down. I ignored the culinary incompetent Satoko for far too long. Even if she couldn't cook, Satoko still had this method of fighting back. Just then, Reina, who had been sampling her own pot, let out a scream.
What? Reina's curry is salty? Salty?
Was Reina also sabotaged? And what about Mia?
My rice is salty! I've been had! With all the obstacles in my way have been taken care of before the fight even begins. All that effort wasted. So sad, so sad. So very, very sad.
Rika-chan and Satoko rubbed my dumbfounded head to their heart's content. Putting the desks together, it was about time for the meals to be judged. The delicious odor of curry spread throughout the courtyard. Members of the forestry service to whom we owe gratitude for their daily work were guided to their seats. The principal gave a bit of ceremonial introduction. Next, the teacher expressed her desire for them to judge the curry contest. The men from the forestry service seemed to like that kind of thing and gave their enthusiastic approval. Well then, is everybody finished? We'll now have all the judges sample your cooking. Everybody in the class brought up their painstakingly made curry and arranged them on the desk. The only club members who managed a decent result were Rika-chan's group. Knowing full well it was a failure, Reina plated her curry for the judges. She already knew that was going to get a low score. But at least she was still able to serve hers. Both Mion's and my curry were completely obliterated, so we couldn't even line them up on the table. Judges started from the curry made by the lower grades. They had a lively discussion praising the food. Finally, it was our curry's turn. Next up is Ryugu-kun's curry. Yes, this looks quite appetizing. The principal cheerfully shoved a spoonful of Reina's salty curry into his mouth. Of course, this expression immediately changed. Alright, I'm gonna do her voice normally this time.
Okay.
Oh my! What happened, Ryugu-san? It seemed so delicious when you were cooking it!
Chia-sensei must have had some expectations judging from her disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have added a bag of salt by accident.
The rest of the judges grimaced after they each had a bite. I feel sorry for them. Failures, but... Okay, I'm gonna try normal this time. Failures, but seasoning for success. I'm looking forward to next time. Do your best. Saying that, the principal devoured the rest. Oh, it was principal. Damn it! Can't even do her voice. Truly a man amongst men. Reina was down and out. Her offensive capability was something else, but she was defeated due to her weak defense. Well then, please save our curry next. I see that Furude-san's group put a lot of effort into their curry. Let's see here. Huh. It's simple, but very nicely done. There was also the incident with Reina's salty curry right before this, so the judge's assessment was extraordinarily high. Maybe not just extraordinary, but perhaps today's forerunner. The judges began a heated debate. One of the judges let out a sigh as he removed a chunk of carrot with his spoon. Yeah, this kid's curry really isn't half bad, but I don't like the carrots, you see. Personally, I think that carrots are a staple of curry, but I guess to each their own. However, seeing that Rika-chan read the nameplate on the chest of his coveralls, he began to speak. That's no good, Kyoji. You have to eat your carrots. What is she saying all of a sudden? Everybody turned to Rika-chan with a stunned look. But what Rika-chan just did was super effective. The carrot-hating judge began stuffing his face with curry while tears streaming down his face. Kyoji, there's seconds if you want them. Mommy! While crying like that, he continued to shovel curry into his mouth. That's right. Rika-chan's curry was by no means simple. No. That curry had the taste of a mother's cooking. With the carrot-hating judge out of the picture, Rika-chan's assessment was unanimous. Oh ho ho. Nobody can stand up to Rika's curry. Satsuko let off a shrill laugh as she declared victory, but at that moment...
Had a second pot.
Don't be fooled, my esteemed judges! Don't be deceived into thinking that this meager slop is the taste only a mother can provide. What you people actually wanted to eat was this kind of curry, wasn't it? Ooh! All of a sudden, all its perfect glory, Mion's curry. Not only the judges, but the teacher, the underclassmen, and of course myself could only gasp in admiration. Hamburg steak with a demi-glaze sauce and fresh salad. To set! I'd be stretching it to say this was a full-course meal. It's perfect. Perfectly made.
she had a side pot.
Amazing, amazing! Nichan, you're amazing! Nichan, you're amazing!
Satsuko was also shocked. Even Riki-chan couldn't hide her surprise. Seems that Victor was decided without even needing a taste. Of course, the hamburger steak was hand-kneaded. The salad also had a home-style dressing, but of professional quality. And the curry, look at the micron it grew. This is sublime. Truly, a taste to savor, Sonozaki-san. Curry is no doubt a living testimony to 6,000 years of Indian knowledge and beautiful harmony with Japanese cuisine. I'm elated. This deserves full marks. I'm giving it 100 points. Aw, you're welcome. I'm just trying to set an example as class representative. Io bowed politely, and then winked at us with a smirk on her face. I admit defeat. There's no way this is happening! I'm certain I sabotaged that pot of rice! That's right. Satsuko dumped salt into Mio's rice cooker, which should have ruined it. That moment it hit me. I spun backwards toward my own canister. That's why! At some point, my cooking canister had been opened, its contents completely emptied. Damn you, Mion! You used my rice! That's no fair! Hand over half of your curry! Mion clucked her tongue and waved her fingers at me as a smirk washed over her face. Well there, Kei-chan. You're not taking this seriously enough. You gave up at the last moment. I didn't. That's the difference between us. As soon as you give up, it's all over. Gah! Couldn't even properly voice my shame.
Nichan, I feel sorry for Keiichi-kun. Just give him at least a little.
It's fine, it's fine. This is a lesson. Kei-chan just learned that you shouldn't give up on the contest until it's over, right? Loves me to say it, but Mion is right. To get up so quickly on the match was my own folly. Mion to have brought that to my attention, I should actually be thankful to her. Well then, that didn't mean this, even this in this situation, I shouldn't give up. My curry was overturned while it was still in the pot, and I don't even have any rice left. How in the blazes am I not supposed to lose hope in this situation? Mamarbar-san! Takuna and Okamura-kun suddenly appeared. Damn it. Even though my protege tried so hard, wasn't able to meet their expectations. It was an accident. There was nothing you could do. Both of them were dejected. Gah, I couldn't accept defeat so easily. I was their senior. What would it be if I didn't pick up the broken pieces of the dream I had shown them? I just learned it from Mion just now, didn't I? Don't throw away the contest. Not until the last moment. Think, Keiichi Marabara. Think! Not about how to make more curry, but how to win the match! Ah! I had an idea. I didn't think it could turn the tables, but it was better than nothing. Tommy-kun, come wash your hands. Help me out. Okamura-kun, there's something I want you to find. Okay, gotcha. Both of them dispersed after receiving these instructions. Oh? How is Kei-chan going to flounder about to the end? Why don't you show me? Nobody likes a stubborn fool, you know. Shut up! Just sit there and watch the last card I have to play. First off, Mion, I'll be taking some of your rice. I won't let you say no. I don't really care. It's salty after all.
It's okay if Reina helps too, right? Keiichi-kun is in trouble right now.
Hearing you say that is very reassuring. Well then, Reina, go make some tea.
No, he doesn't trust me.
Next, Satsuko. Also, Riki-chan, I challenge you to a side bet. What did you say? We'll listen to your request. This is my duty to my proteges who shed blood, sweat, and tears for my sake. Satoko, Riki-chan, if I receive a perfect score, I'll be taking your curry. Nothing for you to eat! You need to know when to stop joking around. I'll be giving a big no to that. No, it's alright, Satoko. Take him up on it. Firmly patting the head of Satoko's head, Mia said those words with all the I've been trying to learn what this word is, but I think it's gravitas. I think it's gravitas or gravitas.
What does that even mean?
Final of a club president.
It sounds like a word.
It does sound like a word, Joey.
No.
Good
No,
job.
I mean like the word of your club president, like a promise, like a. Yeah.
You handicapped him this much, didn't you? There's no way you can make up for that. So meet him head on. No matter how hard he struggles, he's not gonna make a comeback, right?
Grr. That may be true, but I don't mind.
Keiichi, go for it! Yay! How
Here
is
we
this
go.
gonna turn out?
Here we go.
The judges, seemingly growing tired of sampling the various curries, were debating each entry. From what little I overheard, it seemed that Mion's impending victory was not in question. By the way, what happened to Marabara-kun's curry? I still haven't tried it yet. Yeah, the pot with my curry in it fell over. Huh. Is that so? That's a real shame. I may have lost my curry, but that doesn't mean I've lost this contest. I'll have everybody singing my praises. My combative posturing had drawn the attention of all the judges. First of all, just be quiet and eat these, please. I'll listen to your complaints after that. This is my cooking!
Wow.
Oh, why is he?
Marabara-kun, that's... Huh. Onigiri, huh? The judges smiled wryly at this simple fare that was quite in contrast to the preceding bravado. Rena poured tea into the cups that she had brought over from the break room.
He's making a mockery of this! There, look! There's not even any filling, it's nothing more than salted onigiri! This isn't even worth being called a contest anymore. It's true, the amount of salt might be a little much, but...
Rena's expression told me that she thought this was a great idea, but it still might not be enough to win the match. Marabara-san, is this really enough to make a comeback? Gentlemen, you did well. It's alright. Just watch. Judges were chewing with their mouths full and sipping at the tea. Nobody was singing praises or awestruck. They were just quietly chowing down. Seems that Kei-chan has learned how to use some rather underhanded tricks. This might be difficult.
Yeah, that's right! Mia understands that now, too! What did you mean? Why is everybody just quietly eating that much?
You see, Satoko-chan, that's because the judges are actually tired of eating curry. Because they were judges, they had to sample each and every offering. Because they were from small children, because they were made to show their appreciation, they couldn't just eat a little bit of each. Sometimes a man values the amount more than the taste. At those times, rather than rich, mind-blowing flavor, they crave simplicity. They couldn't say it out loud, but this was the tastiest thing they had today. I confirmed that by looking at their eyes as the judges smiled wryly. I'll praise your efforts, but today's contest was about curry. I'm not sure if we can give a score to this. Teacher and the principal folded their arms while they pondered the situation. My underlings, seeing that, saw the small glimmer of hope fade away and grew dejected. Was this little surprise just not enough? Don't give up, Kei-chan. Mian whispered quietly.
Don't give up, Kei-chan.
Dinky head.
That's right. If I didn't push here. No. I'll have you give it a score. If you think curry and onigiri are really that different, you're sorely mistaken.
Huh? Marabara-kun, what are you saying? How are they the same?
The principal stopped the teacher. It looked like he was giving me one final chance. The judges, having eaten their fill, quietly waited for my statement. In its homeland of India. In its homeland of India. Curry is usually eaten with a type of bread called naan, isn't it? Therefore, you could say that this cuisine we call curry rice is something that we have adopted and modified. Just as the teacher said at the beginning, it's a fusion of Indian and Japanese cuisine. I know what you're trying to say, Marabara-kun, but what does that have to do with onigiri? It's actually very simple. Both curry and onigiri are things made to let you enjoy eating rice. Rice was introduced to Japan from ancient China. Our agricultural forebears watered the fields, fighting the elements, disease, and pests to grow rice and grow and raise our rice-centric culture. Yes, the Japanese people have formulated a plethora of dishes, but those were nothing more than attempts to find ways to enjoy eating rice. In other words, curry and onigiri are both results of eating rice. Rice culture! I made a guess I was wrong. It was scattered at first, but slowly grew into a steady roar. There was thunderous applause that praised me.
Enough of the nonsense already! I won't accept this! The teachers are only judging curry, you know! This is out of the question! It obviously deserves 0 points! Miss Kiichiko did his best! Could you please acknowledge that? Today's class was supposed to be about curry. What should we do? Stifling your laughter, step forward. There's a story about how when a Michelin 3-star chef from France came to Japan, the people from the hotels he was staying at had a whole bunch of ingredients from France imported. But the chef didn't even give them a second glance. I wonder why that was. They were ingredients from his homeland. The chef went to a local fish market and made a dish for the fresh fish caught in Japan. Culture of food isn't bounded by predetermined rules. It's culture. If you come to Japan, you meld with Japanese culture and make something new. That's how curry and onigiri are the same. But Mio, she was providing fire support. I had to be grateful. Judges were somehow moved by this complicated yet baseless trivia. A stern look washed over the teacher's face as she refolded her arms. Marabara-kun, your pot of curry was flipped over, wasn't it? Even though I said at the beginning to be careful. I'm sorry. But, as Marabara-kun and Sonozaki said, there are no boundaries in cuisine. If it's something that can amaze people, then it's not something that should be discriminated against just because of the form. Then... For spilling your pot, minus 20 points. But, just for today. For not giving up and doing your best, plus 20 points. I'll give you 100 points. But Marbar-san, we did it! My underclassmen leapt at me. A perfect score! We did it! We did it! The curry was spilled and our rice was taken. But we made a comeback! In the end, Riki-chan's curry also received full marks, so everybody but Reina had a perfect score. Since this contest was outside the scope of regular cup activities, it wasn't any particular penalty game. Reina breathed a sigh of relief. Now then, as promised, Satoko, Riki-chan, I'll be taking your curry. But that means we won't have any lunch! Satoko stomped angrily at the ground in frustration, but the price of defeat was absolute. Is what I wanted to say, but I'll show you some mercy. Oh, is what I wanted to say, but I'll show you some mercy. You can eat half. Thank you, Keiichi. My two proteges peered over from the sidelines, tears of joy streaming from their faces. We exchanged glances that would only be understood amongst men. We did it, Marabara-san! Ah, this is all thanks to you. We flashed each other a thumbs up. Now, I just have to give these to my pupils. I've gotten pretty hungry myself. I guess I'll have one of my onigiri. Wait, huh? There was no trace of my onigiri. The ones I had set aside for myself included.
I peered around, searching for them. The principal clapped a hand on my shoulder. When I was listening to that speech you gave, the rice I was chewing grew even more delicious. Could it be that you also ate my share? The principal simply laughed without answering. Seriously? My eyes half brimming with tears and my stomach rumbling. I was called over by the teacher. My Barkun, because of the circumstances I had to give you a perfect score, but you understand, right? Understand what? There was an odd glint in the teacher's eyes. If I had to describe it, it was curry-colored. Like a pot of stewing curry, her eyes whirled around in a spiral. A chill washed over me. The teacher clutched me by the shoulders and drew me in closer until our noses were almost touching. Curry is the world's most respected and sacred of dishes. I will absolutely not allow it to be put in the same category as onigiri. You hear me? Curry was created in ancient India, one of the 4 great river valley civilizations that it was raved about during the reign of King Asoka and Kafalafsta for the birth of the Shaikan, the International Food Expo, Michelin Twirly Whirly. Twirly, twirly, even the Eiffel Tower was pickled in simmering curry turmeric. Whether you were asleep or awake, curry, 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 curry.
Shove some onigiri in her mouth. Make her stop.
Imagine that in the Toad voice.
Curry, 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 curry! Hey, Keiichi-san! What are you stumbling around for? Cleaning up is part of the cooking, too. Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all curried! Why is that? Why?
Curry, curry, curry. Yikes, she got him, huh? It's okay, he'll be back to normal by tomorrow. Probably. It wasn't that long before hunger brought me back to my senses. Curry, 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 curry. Wow. God, that was legitimately hilarious. So is that it, or new scene?
New scene.
That was a long scene.
Yeah.
In the end, all the onigiri was eaten by the principal, so I had to make do without lunch. Skipping lunch, I never knew the afternoon could be so long and painful. Feeling other than drowsiness made me space out.
Are you alright, Keiichi-kun? That's why I said you shouldn't be eating this curry.
As if I could eat this curry with enough salt in it to make my blood pressure rise with just by looking at it. It is what I said as I initially refused. I could only regret it. The hunger, the stomach ache.
Well, well. You did a good job making it through. Your absolutely hopeless situation, that is. Kei-chan, you're pretty strong when you're cornered, eh?
I don't need compliments right now. I need food.
I need food.
There's something for you to eat at home, right?
We don't keep snacks lying around at home. I'm out of cup noodles right now.
Bless you.
I had to clear my throat. Doing that curry voice was difficult.
Curry. Since you're enduring that hunger so much right now, I'm sure tonight's dinner will be really tasty.
I had absolutely no intention of laughing along.
Well then, I'll take my leave. I have my part-time job again today. It's really rough when you're not used to the work.
At that job at the Angel Mort family restaurant, huh? That uniform was somewhat stimulating. Being a waitress is really hard work.
Huh? Mii-chan is working as a waitress? Really? Really? What kind of place is it? Oh?
No. I'm working at the toy store from the other day. Shiona's the waitress. My bad. Completely forgot that's how it ended up being. I'm sorry. You guys look so similar, I mixed you up.
Keiichi-kun, who's Shion?
Reina asked the obvious question. Mion's younger twin sister. She's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer for Mion. That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Shion has a cold and scary personality. I think that when you guys were born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Like Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl. KKK-chan! Reina interjected as her eyes started back and forth from our exchange.
Huh? Is that true? Reina's never met her. Mi-chan, did you ever tell me you had a younger sister?
Shion's existence was already being exposed as a cover-up. I couldn't help Mion out here. Can only ever end this charade. Oh yeah. I still haven't introduced her to you yet, Reina. My younger sister name is Shion. I don't know.
I don't know. I can ask.
I don't know who's talking right now.
That's Reina.
Okay.
Never met her when I went to Mi-chan's house.
Yeah, that. You know, I'm the only one that lives with Granny. Shion lives at the family home in Okinomiya. We're not that close, so yeah, she doesn't come here too often. Huh. Reina's face indicated she wasn't sure if she was convinced. She's usually a bit of an airhead, but she was unusually sharp when it comes to these kind of things. Well, it's not a lie. Please believe me. As she said, yeah, I believe you, a smile suddenly blossomed on Reina's face.
Reina wants to meet her. I'll go and see her sometime. What store is she working at? What store?
That is... she's getting more tangled in her little web. I could tell that Mia was getting increasingly frantic. I wanted to help her out, but it was hard for an outsider to butt in on family issues. Sorry. I have to get to work. Later. Reina, Kei-chan. See you tomorrow.
I can't tell. I can't tell if she actually has a sister.
Unilaterally ending the conversation, Mion headed home. No matter how you looked at it, she was running away. We'll just label this one as an emergency escape.
Mi-chan was kinda cute. I wonder why.
Reina giggled in amusement.
I wonder if there's something that happened between Mion and Shion.
We'll see.
That she doesn't like talking about her. Yeah, we're home. Get something to eat.
I wonder what dinner is. Would lying down be the best way to conserve energy? I sprawled into the entryway without even taking off my shoes.
That's not good. Isn't that Japanese culture to, like...
Yeah, but you're hungry. As I was losing the last vestiges of my consciousness, the doorbell rang. It seemed I had a guest.
Reina?
Come on in. It's open. I directed my... Oh, go ahead and close the door. People are here. They're going to be talking and ruining things. Oh, no.
Oh no.
I directed my listless voice at the door.
Oh.
Good afternoon. Kei-chan, what are you doing? Seemed my guess was Mion, or rather, Shion. She seemed shocked when she saw me sprawled out in the entryway. Is that Shion? Wait, why? I thought that Shion's existence was an illusion that was limited to when Mion was at the restaurant. That's why I never even considered that Shion would appear here. I heard from my sister. Because of club activities today, you weren't able to eat lunch, right? Yeah, it was a lot of trouble. Satsuko spilled my pot and you stole my rice. But I'm Shion. She grew red and began to mope. That's right, she was the younger twin right now. Sorry. What's up? Did you bring something for me to eat? Oh my, it's somehow disappointing that you hit the nail right on the head, but here. With a disappointed smile, Shion held out a small bento box she had hidden behind her back. Huh? You really brought me something to eat? Thanks.
there was still some of the ground beef left over from what my sister brought to school. I knew it was going to be right before dinner, but I wondered if you'd want it. Am I bothering you? Not even a bit. I'm really happy. Can I really eat this? Sneaking a look inside the box to say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. It was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. Saying that, she pouted cutely and made a motion as if to snatch the box back. There were some times that made me doubt that she was the same person as Mion, and this was undoubtedly one of those moments. I don't mind at all. I want to chow down on it with a thanks from the bottom of my heart. It's not something to be so thankful about that your nose has to run. Shion, who had thought that I might not take the bento, looked down happily. There's not much, but do you want to come in? I can probably make tea or something. Sorry, maybe some other time. I'm on my way to work. Oh, that's right. She did say that before. Just rinse the box out with water and give it back to my sister tomorrow, please. Of course. It would only be the proper thing to do after being allowed to eat something that looks this delicious. Well then, I'll take my leave. One last thing. Shion grew red again as she looked down once more. During that contest with the curry, my sister took your rice without permission, right? My sister fools around too much, so sometimes she gets carried away. She wasn't doing it just to be mean. Hey, it's not like I mind that too much. There are no grudges when it comes to club activities, after all. In fact, I should be the one that's thankful for all the thrills and entertainment. Could you tell that to Mion for me? Yes. I think my sister would be very happy to hear that. Well then, I have to go. Shion smiled brightly. After bowing deeply, she left as she looked at her watch. I'm happy, but is this really okay? I looked at the bento box that she left behind. Faint warmth spread through the palm of my hand. If it were Mion, I could see hot sauce, mustard, maybe even a needle being mixed inside, but really I don't think she would go so far as to put a needle in there.
That's a crack at the last one.
Yeah. I opened the box once again and hesitantly tasted a bit. I took a bite, and another. There was no funny business. There was no danger at all, for it was delicious. That's right. That was Shion, not Mion. So there shouldn't have been anything to worry about. I rushed back to my room, eating as I gave my thanks. It was so delicious that my stomach could cry. Shion. No, Mion. When she heard I was so hungry I could die, she brought this over to me. It was delicious to the last bite. By the way, nothing strange had been mixed in. I was a bit embarrassed at myself for being so skeptical. Okay, I think that's the end of the chapter, because we're closing in on an hour again.
Yay!
That's gonna be every episode.
Yep. And the last one's gonna be 2 hours.
Probably. When everybody starts dying.
Kill here, kill there, kill here, kill there. It was
Received
delicious.
new tip.
New tip.
Food for thought. It was delicious. Oh, so the tip is going to be us giving back the bento box.
Maybe.
Hey, Mion. Here. What is it, Kei-chan? I thrust the bento box she'd given me yesterday at her face. It had the food you gave me in it. Thanks. It was great. Why?
Why does she do
Why?
that?
James! Is this your doing?
No.
He fucked up with Photoshop. Save changes accidentally.
No, because then it would all be turned like that. Wouldn't it?
Well, I think he might have done it with one of them. Because I think that's the same image. He just got fucked up somehow.
Yeah.
Mion's face quickly flashed bright red. Hey now, you were the one pretending to be Shion when you gave it to me. You're gonna give it away if you
you get all red like that when you're being Mio. At this rate, she might trip and fall right over her own grave, so I decided to help her out. Listen, I was pretty hungry yesterday. Out of the blue, Shion came all the way to my house and gave me some food in a bento box. This is that box. Make sure you wash it out.
Right.
Shion's really considerate, huh? That was so transparent. Was Mion always this terrible at lying? Her expression was different than usual, but it looked strangely cute. So, well, what did you think? You two are like peas in a pod. You're twins, right? Obviously you'd look the same.
Not that.
Mion looked like kind of bewildered, but she was waiting for a specific answer. When she said impression, maybe she didn't mean Shion, but the bento. Oh, of course! It was delicious. Really? I never lie about liking food. If I say something's good, then it's objectively good. You can feel free to give my recommendations to every single person you meet. Tell Shion it was seriously great, alright?
Okay. Tell Shion, right. I will. I think she'll be happy.
We're going along with the Shion having given it to me, but not Mion, aren't we? Yet her laugh, it came from deep down and it sounded really happy. I guess she really can laugh nicely enough that just looking at her makes me feel better too. Sarcastic remark made its way onto my tongue, but I swallowed it back. As Mion went to put the bento box in her bag, she noticed a clattering noise.
Okay, John, there's something inside. Huh? Wow.
Yeah, she opened it? The thing inside was a little embarrassing, so I wish she hadn't opened it here. Panicking, I hit it with my hands. Well, this is, well, my mother told me to put them in as thanks. I didn't come up with it or anything. Don't get the wrong idea.
It's so pretty. Candy?
There were a handful of candies neatly wrapped in paper inside the sparkly clean bento box. When I was cleaning the box out yesterday in the sink, Mom came over and interrogated me, and I fessed up to as to who gave me the food. She told me that something like this called for a display of gratitude. I didn't want to because it was embarrassing, so I argued that it wouldn't be like me to do that. Well, that's what happened. I mean, I was so embarrassed I felt like fire might shoot out of my face. Mio laughed the whole thing off like she usually did. Would be fine, but for some reason she was staring at the candy in the box with fascination.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank my mom, she put them in there. Besides, you're not the one I need to be thanking, right, Mune? Those are for Shion, okay?
Right. You're right.
Okay. I'll be sure to tell Shion. I just know she'll be happy. Mio, looking a little downtrodden, put the lid back on the box. Seemed like I ended up saying something that a little mean at the end.
John, you look sort of cozy today. Did something happen? Did it?
Perhaps she caught a fever. The red in her face is probably due to the increased body temperature. Hey, Rika! Why are you petting my head? Satoko, I'm sure you'll be able to catch fever soon enough.
See, Rika knows. So, if Shion's real, I see a potential love triangle happening.
Between who?
Mion, Shion, and Keiichi. I mean, think about it. Mion is getting very flustered in this chapter. I mean, it's almost obvious.
I don't... And if Shion isn't real, it's Mion liking Keiichi.
And putting up a front.
So
like a
that-
self-defense mechanism.
Yeah, basically.
So it can go either way.
Yeah.
Personally, I think I know what that actually is.
I think it's a love triangle.
You think it's a love triangle?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
I'm not going to say what I think it is.
Well,
Because I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I put mine out there.
And that's good. The problem is...
You've been spoiled.
a little bit. But this was long before he was even interested in Higurashi.
Okay.
It was long before that.
Okay.
So I know a little bit of what's probably going to happen, but even that's just a little bit. I don't even know how things get to where they end up, but I know
Certain things.
certain things that end up happening. That's all I'm gonna say! I ain't spoiling shit for you!
Save it.
Gonna save it.
Alright.
We hope you guys enjoyed. That was the end of chapter 3. Chapter 3.
Not 2. Anyway.
Alright, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.